What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to CM Aviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today, and today I have a very exciting model review for y'all. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Gemini 1-400 Emirates A380, and this is the special NBA livery. I hope all of you are excited for this. This is a really cool aircraft and quite the story. Another one here for me, so I always like to review models that have some sort of cool story to make them a little bit more engaging for you all. So with all that being said, we're not going to waste any further time and go ahead and get started with the box. So obviously being an A380 box, this one's pretty large. What's different about this one is obviously being the Emirates partnership, it's going to have some fancy features. Here's the size comparison, but as you can see, you got the A380 up here, and then you got 1-400, you got Emirates right there. Here's where the aircraft sits, NBA, and this is from the Emirates store, which has a variety of items for sale, like die-cast model aircraft, and you can see the sides of the box here, and then you get the back here as well, and it has all the specification details, talks about how capable the Airbus A380 is, and also has some cool pieces like the distributing on it, and it also has the NBA licensing on it too, which is pretty important. So it's really cool that they were able to get this all worked on and turned into a reality here for us model aircraft collectors. So definitely a really cool aircraft to have just for those reasons. With that being said, we don't review many A380s on this board right here. Obviously, you all have seen a few over time. Well, let me go ahead and bring in this one and show you what it looks like in the grand scheme of the comparison. So here it is, the Emirates A380 in the 1-400 scale, and once again this has the NBA livery on it. So we're really excited to have this aircraft. So the really cool story to go along with this particular frame is I was thinking of getting it during the Houston collectible show. I just really liked how it looked, and I didn't end up getting it. I ended up getting the SkyTeam Delta 767-400, but that ended up working out well because I actually went on to just surprisingly see this aircraft in Sydney when I was spotting there. I really wasn't expecting it because obviously the chances are low, but when I was there, it showed up and it was just so cool. Just landed, or first off, it did a go around right in front of me, which was just so surreal to see that. And it was like, is that the NBA livery? And then came back around. Awesome light. It was so much fun. And then was able to get it just a few days later at the Singapore model store for a great deal. So glad that I held off, got a great price, and got to see it. So what a special aircraft for all those reasons. And typically, I don't get the an aircraft I already have an airline of, but this one is just too good not to, and definitely worth it. Plus it has the new font on it as well. So with that being said, we won't waste any further time and go ahead and get into the components of the Emirates Airbus A380 here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Already got the seasons changing a little bit. You can already see the lights, the days are starting to get longer already again, so you can start to see how that's changing. And for me, at least as the filmer in this particular case, it's going way faster because I'm only here a couple days a week tops. So yeah, it's really interesting to see how fast it's transitioning once again. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it, everybody. Here's the cockpit windows along with the nose cone as well. You got the Airbus A380 titles right here. Here's the nose landing gear, which is nice and detailed. You also have a pretty cool nose landing gear door down there. It's kind of tough to see. But the main nose landing gear here, all looking sharp. So that's absolutely fantastic to see. Here's the L1 door. Now you have two different colors in navy. This first part here is just a nice normal color, which is really cool to see that. So overall really strong. You also have some panel detail right there as well, so that's really cool there on the door, and some actual panel detail down here too, so that's really cool. And of course you have the red on blue, which is a pretty rare combination, but it's really cool to see on this particular aircraft. So there's the Emirates billboard titles, which are really cool. I think the new livery is looking really sharp. I really like it on the Airbus A350, and I definitely hope to get that aircraft sometime. But here it is on the Airbus A380. You get the antenna right here as well, and of course double deck. Still can't believe I got to fly one of these. So cool. It was 53A, so it was the second window right behind this door right here. So awesome that they have so many economy seats on these, and what a fun time. So that's absolutely great. Now starting here at the end, you're going to see the slashes through the fuselage here on the livery. That starts to go across, so that's pretty cool. So all of that looks really sharp. And then you have the second deck here, of course, which has the various pieces to the puzzle there. So that's nice as well. I believe we have 8 doors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have the first 3 in the frame here, and then the fourth one comes up over the wing. Speaking of that, here we go. So all the dashes continue till halfway past the full Emirates billboard titles. And then, of course, you can see where it goes to a darker shade there, which is a very fluid cutoff. I'm kind of surprised it's not a smoother transition. Most airlines strive for that with liveries. But anyway, there's where the basketball starts, and obviously it's representing a dribble there with the 3 swooshes, so that's kind of cool. You have the wing here. What I absolutely love about the Gemini and JC A380 mold is that the indentations for the slats, speed brakes, and flaps are phenomenal. I think it's probably the best part of the mold. They look really nice and they're very distinctive. So As you can see them here, they're all nice and realistic, so that's really cool. You also have the engines, which are red on this aircraft, which I think is really cool, so you can obviously see their logo, and you got the red lines, and then once again another fluid transition to just a full color there. So pretty fascinating to see, but overall it looks really strong, so that's really nice. You obviously have the fence tip as well, which is really cool, so no doubt very nice to get to see all that. And then as I turn it here, there's a really nice look down the wing of the various indentations. Really great looking plane. It's very strong, so very happy to get to see that here, and overall that's fantastic. Now here's the L 4-door once again, and then of course you have the official airline partner of the NBA, which I think is very neat considering that they're not even a US airline, but obviously with how big the NBA is across the world, they want to represent it, so that's fantastic. And then we have the other 4 doors here throughout the back, so you got the L5, 6, 7, and 8. Along with that, you also have the big NBA icon there as well, which is really cool. It's pretty iconic logo at this point. That in the NFL, I think, are the big two. So cool to see that for sure. You obviously have the back here where you have the new tail, so you can see the newer design on that. So obviously the stripes start, and then they start to make their swooshes. So that's really cool. And you can't actually feel it on there, which I'm not sure if you would be able to in real life anyway, but they did a really good job representing it from afar, so you can obviously see what it looks like. But it's really cool. This livery is certainly grown on me really fast, and I think it's really awesome. And the registration of this particular aircraft is Alpha 6 Echo Oscar Delta. So very nice to see that right there. You get the Wi-Fi box in the top antenna, and then once again, there's the tail a little bit closer up. You can also see the horizontal stabilizers, APU, and all the applicable details to go with that. So certainly looking very strong right there. Let's go ahead and turn it around so you can see what the other side looks like. So very similar, however, you do have a nice big cargo door there in the front, and you're also going to find one in the back too. So overall, very happy to get to see all the features that go along with that. So looking very strong. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top of the aircraft. So as you can see, it looks really nice. Wing detail, once again, really pops out, and all of it came together very nicely on this aircraft. So very cool to see that. And the bottom of the aircraft, you do have the Emirates billboard titles, which look very strong, and you have all those bogies. I believe they have 8, 16, and then let's see, 16. Is that? No, I'm sorry, 4, 8, and then 6. It's like 20 wheels or whatever there at the back ones. Really cool. Get the catty corner registration on the wing too, along with the air inlets as well. So overall, just amazing detail throughout the whole aircraft, and it looks very strong. So this is a really cool one. If you're just looking for a cool aircraft to add, I would absolutely recommend it. I think it's one of the coolest special liveries out there. So certainly glad to get to feature it here today, and I hope all of you enjoyed taking a look at it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I would love to hear. And yeah, this is a very cool aircraft. Definitely hope to get a larger 1-200 version of it down the road at some point, but there's so many sentimental aircraft. So fortunately, 1-400 is a great skill to collect them all, and we have this aircraft here, and it will be very valuable for a long time to come. So I really hope all of you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I look very forward to sharing more aircraft reviews with you all in the future. These have been super fun to make, and I'm very excited to continue to enhance the lineup. Need to make a big model order as of the time of filming this, so hopefully by the time this comes out, we'll be getting on the road here with another new order here very soon. So very much excited for all the new aircraft, as I'm pretty behind on releases, so it's time to play some catch up. But with that being said, that'll do for today's video. But thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is CM Aviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe this process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as CM Aviation is signing off.